The real thing behind Once Upon a Time for me was this idea that a brand is more than a logo. I was getting increasingly frustrated with hearing people talk about we need to design a new brand, or we rebranded, or we did that. And I went, no. You got a new visual identity. Your brand is so much more than your visual identity. It's what you stand for. It's your passion. It's the driving force behind the business. It's how that business is perceived by other people. That's what your brand is. And rather than hear it from a PR perspective, rather than hear it from a one-dimensional PowerPoint presentation, let's hear it in a conversational form. Let's speak to the people at the heart of that story who, when a business is founded, it's founded with passion. The thing that drives a small business is that person's unwavering commitment to making this thing work. I want to hear their story because that's the brand.
If you're going to charge a premium price, you've got to absolutely nail it, and the customer's got to understand why. So we spend inordinate amounts of time, money and effort making what we consider to be the best product in the market. We then wrap it around with fantastic brand, beautiful environments, proper service, courteous with knowledge in our locations as best we can. And that is a pretty compelling thing, which not a lot of other brands are doing well enough across all those areas.
I think you learn more about how your business and how you should behave in your business from other people. You've got to step outside of a comfort zone and make sure that you don't lose sight of what you're looking to deliver. And these events are brilliant, aren't they? Because you're bringing people from all walks of life, all different businesses. The share goal is to talk about their brands. And I've listened to two brilliant speakers, and I'm going back already better informed than when I arrived. In fact, some of the things that were said by the speakers I'm going to try and pass off as my own knowledge tomorrow in my own work environment.
The continuous development of a strategy is absolutely imperative into what's happening now, and I think what's great is that you can do quite risky things for low risk, for low cost. So you can do a very small test in a certain market, maybe just one town, see what the impact is, and then roll it out really, really quickly. And I think it's the whole agile approach to marketing that is kind of almost coming over like osmosis from the kind of design and build world of the internet. It's now kind of taking on the biggest agencies now. They're doing this whole test and learn approach. I think it's really, really important to embrace that, because if you don't, you won't win. That's the key.
This whole event is based on the idea for businesses to take stuff from it that they can apply to their businesses. But to do that, we need to understand how they build an audience and how they have a brand and how they share it. So what the event is intended to do is to invite brands, and all we're doing, this is all about the power of just asking people. We don't know these people that represent these brands. These aren't friends, these aren't people we have relationships with. We ask these brands because they're doing really interesting things. They're making a stand. They are building an audience. So how can we share and kind of apply it to our businesses? It's trying to encourage this idea, not to take risks, but to understand how the world is adapting. We have to kind of change. We have to look at where we are and where we're going. It's really easy to stick to the status quo. We can borrow audiences to advertise. We can borrow audiences to distribute a message via direct marketing. What we need to become is smarter and take complete control of the spaces that we own.